You're now tuned in to the number one podcast. I give you new wave shop talk, shop talk, shop talk. New wave shop talk, new wave, new wave. Got something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Shop talk, shop talk. Leave a comment, we'll talk about it. New wave, new wave.
Talk about these white women, you know what I'm saying, and these rappers taking up all the good acting jobs. All these them acting gigs. So all y'all directors, holla at your boy.
You're now tuned in to the number one podcast.
What up, what up, what up? Oh, man, this is New Wave Shop Talk, man. This is episode whatever. You know what I'm saying? I am the host, Dina Boy Juice. You know what I mean? And
you lost track? Lost count?
Yeah, I lost count, man. We're just going to say 157.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It's probably more than that. But you know what I'm saying? I am Dina Boy Juice, and to my right, we got
The FLAWC to the B main.
to the B main, and to my left we have
Nia Sutherland here.
Nana Nia. You know what I'm saying? And we
Yes,
got
sir.
the Couch Cartel -1. Introduce yourself, young man.
My name is Mr. Swaggy D.
He gonna sit right there.
Marlon's
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just letting you know.
Mr.
My bad. That's my bad.
Mr. Swaggy D is here. How y'all doing out there?
Yes, yes. And to
Yes,
his
sir.
left, we got
Oh, Tony Touch in the building.
Tony
Yeah,
Touch in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get up, give it a little, my little thing.
Yes, sir.
Man,
So,
SD, Pasadena Shine. It's all the same over here on the Couch Cartel. I'm sorry.
you can't be fucking up. You made it up.
Yeah.
Shut up, nigga.
Look, you can't be fucking up when you made it up.
Couch Cartel.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
In the motherfucking building, man. Today is
Right there.
it's a somber episode, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to try to bring life to it and bring it to y'all. We're going to try to get away from these myths because, you know, we're in Pasadena, Altadena, California, if y'all didn't know, and we going to let y'all know about the fires that's been going on and, you know, the destruction that it has caused and people that are affected and still going to be affected for a while. And we're going to try to, with Nia, help. You know, we're going to try to drop the myths that's going on because people in other states, they hearing shit and that's not what's really going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So let's see. We're going to start this motherfucker with you, Swaggy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start this motherfucker with you. You feel me? So if you want to tell your story, I don't want to give no intro to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want me to.
Okay. Yes, sir. Hey, you know, how y'all doing out there? You know, I'm sure everybody know what's going on out here in San Gabriel Valley, Pasadena, Pasadena area. You know, it's been rough for a lot of people. Everybody losing their homes, you know. A lot of people out here homeless. Lost their loved ones, their valuables, you know. It's been rough on us out here in Pasadena, Altadena area. So, you know, I feel bad for people, you know. I lost my home as well. And I also feel bad for the people that lost their home too. So, you know.
How are you feeling?
I got mixed emotions, you know. There's a lot of mixed emotions going on, you know. Whenever I talk about it, I get a little emotional, so. Because I almost lost my life in the fire, so.
Can you tell us what happened with that leading up?
Like, can you like?
We want to hear the whole story.
Yeah.
Like, when did you know that the house was on fire?
When did you know, like, we wanted from the beginning because we all got the evacuation notices. We all got the text. So we want to know, like, from the beginning, you know, we all were here during the windstorm. So, like, start from the morning and, like, how your day went.
Yeah, because it was very windy that day. People don't realize.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Only people in Florida, Louisiana, and maybe some parts of Texas would know about the 100-mile-per-hour wind that you would have in a hurricane. You know what I'm saying? And then a fire started and the match struck. So now we're going to go to Swaggy.
Because didn't you guys lose power that morning anyway because of the wind? Because when I went to go drop Malik off at Muir, above Woodbury, the lights weren't working. McDonald's was closed. Jack in Box was closed that morning due to the wind. So you guys
Actually, I didn't lose my power. There's people in Altadena that told me that they lost power, but my power was actually still on. My power didn't go up till about 8-9 o'clock. That's when my nighttime that night.
Wow.
Posted.
Okay.
Fires in Altadena, power's out. We'll go to bed.
But I didn't know that I knew there was winds because people told me days before that we're going to have winds. But I didn't know until Smokey, my boy Smokey, Hispanic Smokey, called me that night and said, "Bro, look out the window. You see there's a fire." I didn't even know there was a fire. I knew about the winds, but I didn't even know there was a fire in this area. Smokey was the first person that called me and told me, like, bro. And that's when I looked out my kitchen window and looked in the backyard and saw the mountains was flamed up. I'm like, damn, that's a fire.
At that point, you didn't see that you needed to evacuate at that point because no fire has ever come down that south of the mountain at that time, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I didn't take it seriously. I was like, oh man, I'm sure the fire department they're gonna control it. They're gonna keep it in. You know, I didn't think the fire was gonna come down there.
Tell them how you was here first. You left here late and then when.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Yeah. I'm just trying to say, starting off from the beginning, like I didn't even know about the fire.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't take it seriously.
Right.
And the fire we're speaking of is called the Eaton fire. If
I'm
anybody want to
running
know.
back and forth, you know, I'm running around, going from home. I went up to the house twice, came back here, and then I got the evacuation notice on my phone.
That was like 3 a.m. though, huh?
No, it was
Oh, 11 o'clock at night.
No,
I'm lost.
it was like 6.
I didn't get the evacuation notice until late. I know you guys probably got it early, but I didn't get it on my phone. I didn't get the notification on my phone.
I'll look and see.
But I feel like they should have did a better job at evacuating people and letting people know. Like somebody should have been driving around with a bullhorn, like, "Hey, y'all need to go get up out of here."
Why is that on my street?
Like,
Yeah, I was going to say they did on Newport.
there's nobody up on Fair Oaks and Altadena doing
down
that.
over there.
Exactly.
They were doing
They should have had it.
Yeah,
I feel like they handled this very wrong, and I'm disappointed in the fire department, law enforcement, first responders could have did a better job of letting people know it's time to evacuate.
Right, definitely.
Not just the phone notification. Like,
Yeah.
no, we need to. Y'all should be out there knocking on doors and letting
Yeah, 'cause
people
what if
making
my phone
sure.
died?
Exactly. What if people ain't?
Knock on my door.
What if some people don't have a phone? Y'all supposed to be out there knocking on doors, letting people know that this is a serious situation.
Definitely.
I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. My plan was to stay here, you know what I mean? But then I decided to go to the house. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Fire was at my bedroom window.
And what's the first thing you
Next
chose
thing
to
you-
do?
And then I pulled out my phone and started recording. First thing I chose to do was
World
record.
star. Yeah, this
World
is what's
star.
wrong with our
I should have been
society.
packing.
This
I
is
should have
what's
been
wrong with our
packing some bags and getting
society.
up out of there.
Yes.
I start recording. Because I thought, oh, that's just a little minor fire. That's gonna go out. I didn't. Not until I went out my living room and looked out the front window of my living room and saw that, oh yeah, there's a fire on the fence. The next door neighbor's roof is on fire.
Right.
That's when I took it serious. I'm like, Paul, we need to get up out of here.
With
Right.
all the trees around you, and the bushes in your yard.
And then I saw sparklers, all the sparkling little flames in the air, that wind blowing the sparkles all over the place of the fire.
Ambers.
The ambers flying all over the place when I looked out the window. I'm like, oh, this shit is serious. I said, Paul, we need to get up out of here because my boy Paul was there with me that night. And I was like, damn, we need to
That's
get up out of
crazy,
here.
man. That's
That
unbelievable.
what you just said right now, like they are 16 and maybe counting because it's still like 7, 8 people missing. That leads me to believe that, like, you see how scared you were at that moment when you saw the front door, the front window. I believe some people had heart attacks, and that's why they couldn't get out the house. You know what I'm saying? Because if you looking at basically death in the eye, And you know, fire and drowning is like the two worst ways to die.
Right.
Nobody wants to die between fire and drowning. You know what I'm saying? Because like in both cases, you can see your freedom, but you can't get to it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know, I believe that some people may have had like heart attacks.
I definitely looked that right in the eye.
Yeah.
I said, Paul. I told Paul. I was thinking to myself, and I told Paul. I said, Paul, we need to get out of here. I'm not dying like this. I'm not going up, and I'm not dying in no fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Paul's flammable, so that was the wrong person to have with you.
100%
Yeah,
alcohol.
he was agreeing with me too. He was like, "Yeah, we need to get up out of here.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, we need to get up out of here." I said, "I'm not dying like this, man. We
Yeah.
need to go."
Yeah.
You know, we jumped in the car, and then we get to the gate. There's a big old branch tree that's on fire right by the gate. So we both had to get out the car, drag this big ass heavy branch out the way
That was on fire.
that was on fire.
And you had to open the gate.
Then we had to open up the gate because we had to open it manually because
The power
was out
Yeah.
at that time. You know, the remote control's not working, so you had to open up that gate manually
Right.
and get up out of there. Then me and Paul, we both ran out the gate. I was about to keep running, but Paul was like, "What are you doing? Go back and get the car." I was about to run down the street. Like, let's try to just get up out of here. We made it out of here. I was about to leave the car. He was like, "Man, go get the car, man." Paul was like, "Go get the car." I said, "All right, fuck it." I ran back up in there.
Because the car was started at that time.
Yeah, the car was on.
Yeah.
Through fire at the gate. I feel the heat hitting my face,
Right.
slapping me in my face.
Damn.
I said, "Good Lord!" I ran back in there. It reminded me of that movie Backdraft.
Yeah.
Remember Backdraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like some shit like that.
Is that why your flat top crooked?
We want to Paul here. We want to know if he can drive.
Where's Paul?
Paul gonna say-
Interview
We want to
him.
know if Paul could have drove one of
Paul
those
gonna
cars.
say, yeah. Paul gonna say, you know what Paul gonna say? "Oh man, I'm surprised your hair didn't catch on fire."
That's flammable too.
Like, man, what you trying to say?
We definitely need some humor in the face.
He had a beanie on. I didn't have no hat or nothing on.
Yeah.
He's like, "Man, I'm surprised your hair didn't get on fire." Nigga, this ain't no Soul Glow.
Yes, it is.
Definitely. Oh man, that's toe up. That is
That's
toe up.
hilarious. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
so
You ain't no activator in it.
So what I really need to know, man, is like, you know, she was asking, you know, how you feel and stuff like that, man. It's like the thing about this is you go the one day before, everything's great, you feeling good, you know, you got your place to go to and all of that, and then the next day it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the fear is it's going to be a lot of people. It's a lot of people that lost their homes tragically, but it's going to be a lot of people that's going to suffer from mental health because, I mean, most people, they go from, I can go to Neiman's, I can go to wherever I want to go and buy me some clothes.
Right.
And I can go in my closet and pick out the shit that I bought. Now you ain't got nothing. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. So now you know it's a lot of donation centers around. You go from all of that to picking clothes up to basically hoping somebody else got some food, got some underwear, socks,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Any essentials down to a toothbrush. Right. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are going to suffer from mental health, right? So how do you feel your mental health is at this point?
Yeah, well, I feel like my mental health is at a critical stage right now. You know, I'm still a little traumatized from the whole situation. Getting out of my house, you know, almost dying back there in flames. Right. So I'm still a little traumatized right now. Right. So it's gonna take some time to get over this. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely understandable, brother.
Definitely.
Losing everything.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, and it's very hard, and I'm sure a lot of people are gonna go through the same things.
Some people grew up in the house, grew up in that house, and they kids grew up in that house. Right. You know what I'm saying? Some people got the house from their parents, they parents. You know what I'm saying? I'm a shift to Nia because I mean I know it, but I'm gonna let her tell it. How did the black families move to Altadena to begin with?
A lot of them were like first time homeowners, and it was they were allowed. They were allowed to go up to Altadena and buy these homes. The white people let them move there.
It wasn't considered prime real estate.
No, it wasn't
at that
all.
time.
It wasn't at all. But they built and they saved their money and they made it into. And then also the fact that JPL came was built right there. It also helped boost the real estate. But they used. It's funny because the nickname used to be Afrodena. I remember living up there because. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so like emotional because I went up there the day after everything happened. You know, Tuesday night, I was there Wednesday. Right. And there were homes and apartment buildings that I remember going to that my cousins lived in. And I'm just watching like my whole town burn down right before my eyes. That shit is like crazy. I have a little bit. I have a little bit like of guilt because my family, my mom's home, my aunt's home survived, but everything around them was gone.
Right. Yeah. Like, SD was talking about like a lot of people whose homes were saved, and the people that live right below the fire line where it stopped. We're gonna have a little survivor's remorse. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be mental health on both sides. People that lost their house and people that's like, damn, what more can I do? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, the thing about the city of Pasadena, I was telling somebody that was calling me from Vegas, asking me, you know, what's going on. It's like only type of government I done seen out here is people trying to stop people from looting, and you got the National Guard and stuff like that. It's people that's from Pasadena that's setting up little donation centers, setting up, you know, where you can pick up some water from. You know what I'm saying? The Civic Center where you can go and have a good night's sleep if that's what you need. You know, people that we know that's out here cooking food for the community. We got Doolin's truck over here every night since it happened. You know what I mean? It's not like no congresswoman, no congressman.
It's
no,
the community.
It's the
us.
Community.
You know what's so ironic? What's so ironic is the night before we were just talking about how Pasadena doesn't support Pasadena. We had this wild natural disaster, and it just showed us like how much we do support each other.
Yeah, definitely.
When we need it. I mean, the other stuff, that's all superficial.
Yeah, now that we turn back and look at it, you know what I'm saying, that don't really mean shit.
That don't mean
nothing.
It's all superficial. Like I told Dwight earlier, I'm like, you know, I love, he thanked me. And you know, I'm like, of course, you know, I got you. Like, we fight. That's my brother, though. I love him. I
said I wasn't gonna give you no money for no bullshit.
Not no motherfucking barbershop. That's a you problem, nigga. That barbershop is a you problem. This I can help out with.
On the real. Yeah. Thank you. Like I told him, you called me with the idea. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, but I did, before you start, Jasper, I did want to hear from Marlon. You know what I'm saying? See what my boy Marlon got to say with his cool ass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what's good, y'all, man?
Introduce yourself, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm Dina Brando. You know what I'm saying? I'm
lean back a little bit,
raised in Altadena. Like, that's my hometown, man. Right. All my childhood homes burnt up. You know what I'm saying? My uncle's house, like, two houses down from where we grew up, all on Tonya. That whole block, Tonya Ave between Wapello and Los Flores. All that shit gone. Right? All that shit is gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just sad, man. Pine, where me and that Bizzle, I'm trying to tell you, like the foundation, like Pine, Palm, St. James.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's the foundation. That's where we started making slaps on Pine. You know what I'm saying? That's where we started the music thing. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit, all the memories. Easy Stop, all that shit. You know what I mean, motherfucking times?
Exactly.
Man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, just unbelievable, the history, man. And all of that shit. Like, and how many, you know what I'm saying, people have been impacted. Like, it's just beyond comprehension.
Yeah. Have you been up there? Or
I haven't had a chance to be up there. This is the first time I've been up here to Dina, because I'm in Long Beach now. So, you know, I'm planning down there, but you You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my uncle house passed away. I mean, burnt up. You know what I'm saying? My sister's
Shit,
pops
passed away. Shit.
They did pass away.
My sister's
It
pops
did
on
pass
Harriet.
away.
Luckily, their house is still standing, but her pops was out there trying to, water and save the house to the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Until he had to get up out of there. But by the grace of God, his house is still standing. You know what I'm saying? And that's my granny old house. You know what I'm saying? So So it's just it's heartbreaking, bro.
Hell yeah, it is.
Definitely.
That's real shit, man.
So, we're going to have you on the show another time, to talk about, your business endeavors and things like that. You know what I mean? Do you feel like it's anything that not only you, but anybody else, just regular people, anything that we can do to try to, I'm not going to say ease the pain, because the pain ain't going to go away for a while. You know what I'm saying? But is it anything that we can do to like impact and help, other people out at this moment?
Don't poach our community.
Thank you.
That's the main part. That part. Like, people coming up, you know what I'm saying, trying to clout chase on the community, trying to take advantage of the situation.
Right.
You ain't even from out here. Like, that shit's all bad.
Yeah,
that shit's fugazi.
We see them riding around here right now, which is crazy. You've been seeing up my way, you see random people just riding around looking at lots, taking pictures, doing certain shit anywhere that they can get. And it's fucking crazy. I'm like, damn, man, it's not even 24 hours and you motherfuckers is already poaching. It's cold, but, we got to keep Altadena black, man.
Exactly.
Got to keep Altadena black, man. And not only that, diverse, but those people who lost their homes, we need them back in that community.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Because I know my boy Jason Harden made in Dina, he just put a logo up there because he how it was, what was her name? Kamala Harris and whoever her dude was running with her, how they had the signs. He just made a gang of signs, you know what I'm saying, for the people in the community for Altadena, and to say, do not sell, you know what I'm saying, keep Altadena black, you know what I mean, because like she was saying, that was the first area where blacks can basically buy in the quote-unquote suburbs, you know what I'm saying, because nobody else, Pasadena was like, oh, nah, y'all niggas can't live out here, you know what I'm saying, back in the 40s and 50s and 60s and shit,
facts.
you know what I mean, so,
a lot of them, if you remember, they worked in the mountains because there was resorts up there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because there used to be like a train that went all the way up from Lake.
It was a ski resort.
And then they had like little like resorts up there where rich people used to come.
Yeah.
Where rich people used to come.
Oh, wow.
And so with that being said, a lot of the people, they ended up living up there and it never changed.
Right.
What's funny is that, a lot of my childhood, everybody who had pools and a lot of the places that we went were in Altadena. A lot of the, like a lot of the parks up there before I knew about riding horses or anything. Loma Alta, that was a real equestrian park for years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the only one in this area.
Yeah.
Correct. Where you can walk your horses. They used to have like a little side for just strictly where you can, train your horses and do what you need to do. They have mini stables.
Yeah.
And it's just sad, man. I wanna send a shout out to my family, man. The Pulleys, the Kellys, the Scotts. We lost a pillar in our family, man. And man, it's crazy, man. But God bless my Kelly family and my Pulley family, and man, I pray for y'all. I know it's tough. It's a trying time.
Thank you.
Definitely, we praying for the Pulley family and the rest of the families. Praying for my boy Zaire Calvin, who lost his sister. You know what I mean? Countless other people have passed away in the fire. Flossie was telling me people passed away trying to save the house. You know what I'm
People
saying?
passed away that just wouldn't evacuate, bro. I read about this one dude. You know what I'm saying? Like his son has cerebral palsy.
That's
he's
my
like, I'm not leaving my son, bro.
That's my people. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like we can't get you out, but me, I would have had that nigga on my back.
Yeah.
I'd have dragged that nigga out.
Yeah. On the real.
Shit is sad, man, but
Yeah, man,
That's crazy,
this
bro.
is a trying time for everybody in Pasadena. You know what I mean?
The energy is just, you feel it in the air.
Yeah, you do.
But
Definitely do.
the one thing I could say, man, the one silver lining as far as that I've seen so far is that how it's awoken some consciousness amongst our community, you know, and us, as far as black people. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm kind of blessed to see, and all the assistance, you know, and all the people who are volunteering their time to make sure that, you know, we can, you know, be provided the things that we need in our time of loss, man. That's been beautiful. You know, it's been plentiful. You know, it's been professional. You know what I mean? It's been something that people can, you know, rely on and depend on, you know, versus other situations, Katrina and, you know, other, you know, examples that, you know, we can definitely see in ourselves and how shit didn't, you know, flow like it should have. And even though there has been balls dropped within this situation, no doubt, no question, you know, it's unincorporated, you know what I'm saying? A lot of influent black people, you know, that was the first locations they were able to move to, where Altadena was before, you know, when they tried to move to Beverly Hills or, you know what I'm saying, or Glory Hills or in the Valley. So a lot of influent black people moved to Pasadena or Altadena as well. And it's a lot of history. And that's the first, like, example of generational wealth that you can kind of really draw from on a personal aspect, because they're like, you know, everybody's saying it's a lot of, you know, individuals who had homes just passed down to them,
Right.
you know, but they peoples, you know, put in the hard work and they were able to continue that legacy. And it's just hard to see all that go up in smoke, man, and just see all the hard work, you know, of elders, you know, and the opportunity that they took advantage of. They were smart enough to do so as well, and really build something for black people, you know. So a lot of people just aren't aware of that, man. Langston Hughes, Cindy Portier, old girl from Gone with the Wind that won the Oscar, they all purchased and lived in Altadena.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Harpo.
you know, thank you.
Octavia Butler.
It's so many
Nia
people.
Long.
I mean, the list goes on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so
It's
many
a
people.
very
man.
beautiful city.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they got you know, street level type shit where people don't be like, oh, fuck with Altadena, this and that. But if you look at Altadena as like a home, like a neighborhood,
It's a
you
good
look at
place
that
to
and say,
raise
man,
kids.
that's a nice place.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
people can hate or
Raise
do
kids.
all of that, but Altadena is a nice place.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
people in Pasadena are like, shit, I don't want to move to Beverly Hills. Nigga, give me a nice little spot up in
In
Altadena.
Altadena.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And be close to Dina and nigga, have a proper house, nigga, proper
Exactly.
setting outside. Kids
Exactly.
can go. I could walk around the corner and not be
Exactly.
worrying about if a nigga gonna do this or somebody gonna do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just I'm not gonna say, I don't want to use the word sad. You know what I'm saying? It's just heartbreaking
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
that's
see.
exactly
You know what I
what-
That's
mean?
what it
The
is.
city looking like we've been watching on TV, Ukraine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anywhere else that they done dropped nuclear bombs, or not nuclear bombs, but bombs and missiles. That's what we looking at when we look at Altadena. And like for the voyeurs, that's just like, oh, I want to go see. My thing to
Stay
y'all is
away.
like, why do you want to look at somebody else's demise?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what this world has come to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This world has come to, like, you can watch a nigga get shot on TV and a nigga done recorded it, they all in their face. You know what I'm
Everything is
saying?
content driven.
Yeah, everything is
Everybody's
content
content
driven.
driven.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I get from this. Like, people just want to go up there and record and film and stuff like that. I can see if you're doing like, okay, I want to do like a documentary or something like that to bring awareness to, you know what I mean?
Right,
Maybe the
right.
water shortage or
Right.
something like that.
Right.
But as far as like just documenting somebody's fucking demise, like, come on, man. Like, we got to be better. And Marlon, he touched on it, but he didn't say what it was. You know what I'm saying? We had a singer, quote, rapper, you know what I'm saying, come up and shoot a video in the middle of the fire. You know what I'm saying? Online, you know, it's mixed reviews and shit like that, because some people love it, some people hate it. But being from the city, it's like, we don't really stand on that. You know what I'm saying? And if niggas start standing on that, then it's gonna be issues and problems, all because of somebody just was like you said, they clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Looking for some recognition for something. Don't give a fuck if it's good or bad, but I'm gonna get my clout. You know what I mean?
And you're not even from here though.
Yeah, and that's the sad part.
And that's the thing, and that's the sad part about this situation, because there's always opportunists. There's always individuals who want to try to monetize your devastation, your greed, your anger, your your demise. When you're at your lowest point. You see what I'm saying? That's always vultures out here, and that's the sad thing about society. And it's something as minute as having streams. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, this is going to be something that's going to put you, up in Congress, or, you know what I'm saying? It's sad that people, but it's people that, for them, they heartless enough to be able to do it. Yeah. And then that tells you about the character of those individuals. Instead of being out there trying to help and assist, you rather take advantage of the situation, and be an opportunist. And that's the sad thing, man. And people looking like, and they getting hella streams and shit, and they getting monetized, this monetization from that shit. Like, they getting money, they getting chip off, nigga, your greed. Because
are you gonna take that chip and help the community?
No, that's not gonna happen.
Because you ain't even from the community.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah. That's the thing. So, man, as far as that, man, allow the individuals that have been affected by this, allow them an opportunity, man, to heal.
That shit is in front of somebody's house who burned down.
You know
what I'm saying? What if they want to get you? I did want to say this to Swag. I just looked at a picture right now, right? So, like, say you would have moved the cars to the street, right? She just showed me a picture of cars on the street burnt up.
They would have been burnt up.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even know if that would have mattered.
It wouldn't even matter.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
not. I don't think it would have mattered.
So it's great that you left with your life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You left with your life because
when we left and we drove down the street, there was a car. There was a car that was already on fire and already
on the street, huh?
Yep, on the street. It's like somebody just jumped out their car and left their car right in the middle of the street. It was already on fire.
Yeah.
So even if I would have moved my cars out of there, they still would have been burnt up.
Yeah, definitely. Want to hit up Jasper, because I know he sat down. He was ready to say something. You know what I'm saying? I said Jasper, my bad. J Smooth, motherfucking building.
Yeah, I was just, listening and taking in everybody's feelings on what happened up here in Altadena. I mean, me personally, I'm from Altadena by way of Pasadena. Grew up on Garfield and Orange Grove. My mom and my dad bought a house in 92 on Lincoln and Figueroa, you feel me?
Right.
Really, in 92, moved up there and pretty much grew up there on the bottom part of the top of the map, as they would say.
For sure.
Right.
Top of Pasadena, bottom of Altadena. But yeah, I got a lot of memories just there too, just watching everything burn down and seeing how people's families that I'm friends with don't have nothing to come back to.
Exactly.
It's gonna be sad for those who ain't came back to see what they gotta come back to.
Yeah.
Thinking that, they coming back to something there's nothing there, you know what I mean? And,
exactly.
Just for those folks I feel for all those folks who lost their family inside the fire, trying to save their house and everything that they had, or their legacy that their families left. As you guys spoke on a little bit earlier. And it's real hard for the city, for those who grew up here. And I feel it. I see it every day. I'm at all the parks and going around the city, volunteering and doing what I can to support the city, and just to see the sadness on people's faces, and knowing that it's just not going to go away anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's just tough to see. But like I said, we don't need to sell our stuff. Don't get lowballed. That's what I tell people. They going to offer y'all the lowball. Do what you can with it. Don't sell it. Build what you can, and let's make the city better. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Well, definitely.
For sure.
There's a lot of the houses up there. And the reason, like she was saying this off camera, You know, a lot of those houses up there was built in the 40s and the 50s.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, they was using a lot of asbestos if people didn't, you know, remodel and get that shit changed. And, you know, a lot of lead was in the house. You know what I mean? And that's why the fire was so flammable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It hit structure to structure. It only took a little bit to light the next structure. Right. So, you know, like you were saying, you know, bigger and better, you know, but hopefully the people that stay, you know, they don't sell. Yeah, excuse me. The people that's there that gets approached with this low ball number or whatever, just take it and do what you can do. You might have to get a loan to build the house all the way back up, but you know, do what you can to save. You got to think of it like this, man. You got to get the strength from your ancestors. You can't just say, I'm doing this for me. You got to do this for your community. You got to do this for the people that's coming behind you and everything like that, your family included, man. You just gotta do it for somebody else this time. And,
my thing is, if you're gonna sell, don't sell to the developers.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people who left the town and want to come back. Mm-hmm. Don't sell to the developers.
Yeah,
let those people come back and let those people come back and get their homes back. If you're gonna sell back to the families.
Yeah. Because I was asked a question, you know, would I move to Altadena after this happened? And I say guaranteed yes.
Hell yeah.
I mean, for me, it was always I wanted to live in Altadena or San Marino, which is both right next door to Pasadena. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where all my friends and family are. You know, I do got family in Texas. Shout out to y'all in Dallas.
Thank you.
All my people in California that I've been with the last 30 years, friends included, it's like, this is where home is. You know what I mean? So you damn right I would move to Altadena. Nothing's wrong with Altadena. This shit has never happened before. And it may never happen again in our lifetime. So, you know, when you got, you know, like, shit. Yeah. In the same place. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we look at, this. I kept saying this, man. We look at TV when fires happen, and you see shit like this usually only happens to small towns that's up in the wilderness. Like, oh man, it burnt like 40 structures. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this shit burnt damn near 80. I'm gonna just say it, like 80% of the homes. Because if you look at it might be 90%. Because when you're talking about Harriet, it didn't get all the way to the last part of Harriet where the dead end is, but it got close. It got almost to Casitas, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where my pop's house is. Like,
you feel me? So it's like what we looking at is like total destruction. And now we gonna get into the part where we talk about, do we think this was like intentional because it's a black community? We didn't touch on Pacific Palisades because that was terrible too. But right now, you know,
it has nothing to do with
no, I understand that. I understand that, but we still gotta have empathy for other people.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is not, you know, trying to lower y'all shit or none of that. You know, we feel for y'all because y'all lost y'all homes.
Right.
I really don't care about if you a billionaire, millionaire, none of that. No. If you lost your home, you lost memorabilia, you lost maybe your mama's ashes, you lost a whole lot of stuff. So we not saying nothing like that, but we are just really focused on our city right now. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say this real quick. I think it naturally started off the way it started off, and then the winds carried it over. But once the winds kind of calmed down and things kept going, why it just, to me, it don't seem right how the fire just spread it in different areas. So I don't know if have people planning that or not. I think that, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion, because it ain't, if that's the case, the whole city should have been brushed down and everything should have been burned down if that's the case, in my opinion. But, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
So, ember without wind can travel a mile an hour. With the winds going over 100 miles an hour, Mother Nature, you can't control that. That's how it spread to different cities and how it skipped over. It's all science. I'm a science nerd.
Yeah,
I like all that stuff.
Definitely.
That's how it happened. How it spread so fast and so quickly. That is our city officials. That's who needs to take accountability. They haven't checked our water pressure in over 5 years. That's unacceptable. Over 5 years, and every year in California we have a fire, and you guys aren't checking the water pressure.
Yeah, that's another issue you got to talk about because they said that the fire department said they didn't have no water.
They didn't have any water.
So that goes all the way up to the governor's office. You know what I mean?
Well,
the governor,
but local city officials too. It goes. It starts.
The
at
Mayor
bottom.
Karen Bass, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Like, how you don't have no water? Like, how is there no water for the fire department? They gotta come all the way down, get water, come back up. There's no water.
The fire chief too. She's responsible too.
Right, all of them. I
agree. Me being like in fire camp and stuff like this, so let me tell you what I learned about fire and wind. So you can't really fight a fire in wind. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't because wind is unpredictable. You
can't.
Right? But what we did, and this is what I felt like they should have did. But then you got to think about it. You got the forestry firefighters that know how to do one thing one way. And then you got city firefighters that really only know how to put the fire out this one structure. That structure, maybe it's two, I can do that. But when you get a whole town, they should have put their resources together. And think about this. The fire started, like we know it started in Eaton Canyon, but just saying it's coming from the top of the mountain down. Right? Or it's coming from top and it's coming from the east to the west, right? I feel like in fire camp, what we do is we make what's called like a scratch line. Like we gonna make this dirt scratch line so it's no more fuel for this fire, right? So what should have happened was they should have said, okay, even if we didn't have enough water to save all of these houses, we can start the line right here because we're way over here from the fire. So we gonna wet all of this shit to stop the fire right here when it gets here. You know what I mean? And they would have stopped it further up instead of that shit just, I'm sitting back and watching. I was telling somebody earlier on the news, you see somebody with a fire extinguisher, firemen out there, like, it's like a piss squirt. Like that ain't doing nothing to that fire.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like they should have found a line, making it worse. Yeah, I just feel like they should have found a moderate point in the fire, maybe a few streets over from the last fire, and just wet up every fucking thing right there so it couldn't get past that. When it get there, the fuel is dead of the fire, meaning the dry wood, the shrubbery, all of that. But they didn't do that. They just watched this shit burn.
Exactly.
And if y'all seen any of the videos, Mike Towns had one of the best videos, and I hate to say best, but you know, visually to see what the fire was doing.
It was crazy.
The fire is over here, but the wind and all that is carrying embers, the fire, the trees, all the way onto the other side of the street. So it's like you cannot drive through it without driving through fire. You know what I'm saying? So while that's happening here, they could have been streets over protecting this to fight it to go back towards the fire. Now it's nowhere else for the fire to go. You know what I mean? But you know, that's just me thinking outside the box. You know, it may not could have happened, it may could have happened. But I'm sure that after every fire, like y'all see people on TV, right? And they talking, oh, this happened, that happened. But after every major fire, bro, they have a big, like a round table. What can we do better next time? You know what I'm saying? What can we do better next time? You know, maybe they can have more fire hydrants on the street. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can have more fire stations. What, Altadena got 1 or 2 fire stations? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the city, it's not that small to only have 1 or 2.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, in a city like that where it's a lot of shrubbery and trees, it should be like one on every major street. So that means it should be one on like Lake. It should be one on Marengo. It should be one on Fair Oaks. It should be one on Olive. It should be one on Lincoln. It's one on Lincoln, but I'm just saying.
Olive, it's not that major of a street.
But I'm just speaking like
an example.
The 2 or 3, 4 block radius of each big block. It could have been Glen Rose.
They could have had one on Altadena Drive.
Or Glen Rose. You know what I'm saying? It's one close on one on Altadena Drive. And then some up more. Because shit, it's houses up there. You know what I mean?
There's one on Lincoln, ain't it?
It is one on Lincoln.
One on Lincoln right
Yeah, I was gonna say how many, it only has one truck.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's a lot of myths going on. What's one of the myths? Anybody got a myth? I know you got one, Nia. Let me see if anybody else got a myth of what they hear from other people that's calling y'all. Well, fuck it. I got a myth. So it's another myth that, I was in, like I just said, I was in camp and stuff. So people from Vegas called me like, yeah, we coming out there to feed the prisoners because they not eating. They ain't took a shower in 5 days. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe the myths that y'all hear, man, because, man, they eating good. You know what I mean? They working 24 hours on, 24 hours off.
Right.
And they eating the same food that the fire department is eating. You know what I'm saying? And they got a nice place to sleep for 24 hours.
Exactly.
Don't believe these fire department not getting sleep because they work on shifts. Nobody is out there all day, every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The first day, yeah, everybody's out there all day, every day. But they got people sleeping on the fire line. They got people watching the fire line. You know what I'm saying? So, don't believe that type of myth right there. You can come help, but come help the community because guaranteed they taken care of.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody else?
I agree with that.
Nia, you got some myths?
Not myths, more just stupid bullshit that people, I guess, advice people are trying to give. There's this one TikToker that is saying that they're only, I guess this is a myth, they're only blaming the fire chief because she's a DEI hire. She is a DEI hire. DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so not only is she black, she's a female, and then she's also part of the LGBTQ community. So you guys all know how I feel about America hating women. I totally agree with that. But the truth of the matter is she dropped the ball. She did not make sure that everything was up to code and everything was the way it was supposed to be. Another thing is there are laws in place that need to be taken away about the brush that we have in our mountains and our trails. I guess it's a law that says they don't want to get rid of that, which causes fires because they say that it'll take away from the ecosystem and the bugs. But bugs don't live under dry.
It's gone now anyways.
Yeah, exactly. But bugs don't live under dry anything. They live under moist.
Yeah, it gotta be a little.
It has to be moist for them to live. So
that's why they live under tree bark.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
And
so deep in the dirt.
That's another myth that they put out there and passed a whole law that we actually need to be taken off because that just doesn't make any type of sense.
Also, when it comes to like living in the mountains, like I know, you got every wife and some husbands, they think they Dr. Green Thumb. They want to grow all of these plants and trees. You are supposed to keep shit 3 to 6 feet away from your house. That means if you got a big ass tree that's over your house, you might have to, cut some of that branches off, because of things like this. Like if the tree was 6 feet away, it may would have fell in the yard and they could have got that out. But if it falls on top of the house, it's over. You know what I'm saying? And the shrubbery that's right next to the house, if anybody knows anything about fire, if it touches any type of bush, that shit light up like a match. You know what I'm saying? You light one, the rest of them flaming like super fast.
Like gasoline.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, that's why y'all watch all of this surviving, naked in survival. They throw all of these bushes on that shit so that shit, they can get that fire going and stuff like that. So, that's another thing that people got to, recognize. You got to have your vegetation 6 feet. I say 6 to 8 feet away from your house. Don't be having fucking gardens right next to your doorstep and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's a lot of scams too out there about saying that they would help. There's attorneys out there saying they can help you with insurance or just a whole bunch of insurance scams. You guys, please just pay attention to that and be aware of that.
They want a third of your bread.
Yeah, look out for them fake GoFundMes too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
People taking pictures of other people's houses and then posting and it's theirs. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Getting up here crying. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Niggas like we ain't gonna say no names or nothing like that, but we got niggas that saying they might be from Pasadena, you know what I'm saying, but they up there taking a picture at some place they spent the night at. Like, oh, my house is gone. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This and that, blah, blah, blah. I was looking at the video like, damn, this nigga is heartbreaking. Right. Then somebody was like, man, that ain't that nigga house. You know what I'm saying? That ain't that nigga house. This nigga up here scamming. You know what I'm saying? So I was even telling Swaggy, like, man, we gonna up shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, we got to get what, you deserve at this point, you know? Exactly. Because, like, we all been here, trying to support, and trying to just be here and trying to make it as normal as possible with Swaggy D, because, this our boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What them niggas say in New York, that's my man, 150 grand. You know what I'm saying? So, we just try to be here for him and, let him know that, tomorrow is going to come. Right. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't gonna happen overnight, but it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And sure. We just trying to be there every step of the way for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because man, like I said, I'm gonna put the reel out and I'm gonna add the GoFundMe at the bottom. You know what I mean? And
me too. I'll post.
Okay, for sure. When people make GoFundMes, man, you used to look at them and be like, oh, this nigga just trying to make some money. Right. And then when something devastating happens to us, and then we put a GoFundMe out there, we do want people to respect it. And we also got to think that they probably thinking the same shit we used to think. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, for anybody out there that has a GoFundMe for this certain situation, don't think that people are not giving you money because they don't fuck with you or nothing like that. It's because they skeptical. You know what I'm saying? It's they skeptical, and you just got to know who. And it's not who fucking with you, because most of the money might come from people you don't even know. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, you got to get your story out there and let people know, what happened to you. You know what I'm saying? So,
And also the thing about GoFundMe, you have to keep on reposting. It's about the repost and the sharing. If it's not shared, it's not going to go viral. So you have to do at least 3 to 4 times a day to make sure it gets out there.
Definitely on all social media sites. Yeah. That's something you can't just let post it one time. You know how y'all niggas do on our own videos. Yes. Y'all post it one time and be like, that's it. Nigga. With a GoFundMe is different, man. You got to keep posting that shit, because I'm not on social media all day. You know what I'm saying? So when I do go on and I see, I may scroll for 3 or 4 minutes. I'm not going to be on there too long because I got too much shit to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, you got to think about those people. And then, the more you post it, the more it's going to generate what they call that shit. What we try to get into on the algorithm. Yeah. And then, when people hop on there, your shit might be the first one to see. And then when they listen to the story, AI is a motherfucker. It is. Because I don't know, did you see my shit where I got the nigga talking about what they wrote on it? You know what I'm saying? So, I was fucking with AI, like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. Because as soon as you get it, you get the story. You ain't got to read shit. You know what I'm saying? The narrator is reading it all to you. Right. So, trying to make it easy for him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Make sure we're going to have the GoFundMe for Swaggy D, Dwight Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have it on here. And, I ain't gonna say, we on here looking for handouts and nothing like that. It's just helping our friend, you know what I mean? Helping somebody we love, you know what I mean? And, we watch them go from, shitty to Swaggy D. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. You got anything else to say, Swag?
I appreciate all the love, I see the love going around the city, man. Everybody's looking out. People got donation centers all over the city, at the churches. I went to Victory Bible. They looked out. Flint Ridge, Victory Park, PCC. I've been going to all these different places, and everybody's looking out. So that goes to show you there's much love in the city. Exactly. People really care about the city, and they want to see the city bounce back. Yeah. People are really out here donating. Definitely. And volunteering and showing their time, And people, my boy DL. Yeah. Jackie Long came out. He's out there doing his thing. We appreciate that. People like that coming out.
Shout out to You know, my friend Bonnie, you know what I'm saying? Ashley, she drove out from fucking Colton. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She drove all the way out here 2 different times. Worked at 2 different places.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? She was just like, I don't know what I could do. I said, man, you can go online and see who needs help. You know, she went online. First day, went to Del Mar. You know what I'm saying? The second day, the first day she went to the motorcycle club. Yeah, that was
Right.
Del Mar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the Boys and Girls Club. The second day, I forget where she said she went, but you know what I'm saying? She was out here like, nigga,
Right.
this is my city. I don't live out here no more, but I'm coming to help wherever I can.
Right.
And people think that you need to help monetarily. You need to cook some food. Like, no, you
Right.
can just help pass out water.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
that's one less thing for somebody else that, you know, has to do something else to do. Like, it's plenty of things that you can do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey, man, it is what it is. It's a small donation center here. You know, right now, I think we still got diapers left, right? Still some diapers, still kids' clothes. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you know where New Wave Shop Talk is, you know, you can pull up and grab something out of the bins. And
Tomorrow we're gonna be doing some haircuts and hairstyles for the women too.
Definitely.
So y'all pull up. Y'all
Definitely.
need your haircuts. Y'all need your hairstyle. We're gonna be here tomorrow giving out free haircuts and hairstyles for the people in the neighborhood.
Yeah, definitely. So you trying to tell me I need to put this shit out tonight?
Yes.
I definitely have to. I put
Don't
it out
do
tonight.
tomorrow. Do it in a couple of days so people can.
Well, tomorrow
Did you?
maybe
Well,
you gonna do it for 1 or 2 days.
We already got the flyers made already.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
okay,
okay.
for sure, for
well,
sure.
it's already in motion.
I'm gonna let you know something, man. If you see this video late and you needed a hairstyle or something, and you come through and need it, you know what I'm saying? It'll be on me if they make me pay. You know what I'm saying?
Not only
So, yeah,
that,
come through.
on Sundays, I'm going to be doing free wash and blow dries at my salon. So you actually don't even, right now, I am currently not on Instagram or any social media. So if you do want to reach out to me, Google me. And you will find all of my business information. So you can text me. My business number is up there. My business number is on my Instagram and Facebook. Do not DM me because I am not on social media. It's too much for me right now.
Definitely.
And
It's heartbreaking.
I might pull up on somebody just with the disrespectful stuff people
So,
are
yeah, I
saying.
said tomorrow, but yeah, this video might not even be up by tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Fucking with me, huh?
Yeah.
No, I definitely edit it tonight, and you know I'll try to put it out first thing in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because this is so impactful, and this is like nothing like we've ever done before. Because it's actually a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? We haven't really covered like situations like this. You know what I mean? We talk about other people's demise, unfortunately. But now we're talking about our own city demise. You know what I'm saying? This got to be out into the masses real soon. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah,
We always talk
definitely.
about different states and cities that go through different things, and we never realized that it can come close and touch our own home city. So yeah,
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
then
man.
for you being on here, actually touched us in the shop because not only you, Jay Smooth, you know what I'm saying, and Tony Touch nephews, they also, you know what I'm
Right.
saying,
Exactly.
lost everything they had.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like we just talking for other people.
No.
We talking for somebody we know, people we love, people we see every day. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, you know what I'm saying? This one right here really hit home. That's why I really wanted this show to be nothing but about that. Fuck what's going on in the world. Fuck politics.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck, what's the nigga name? Trump coming in. We don't care about none of that right now.
Thank
we just
you.
care about what's going on right here. You know what I mean? So,
Facts.
yeah, man. Marlon, you got
Facts.
anything else on your mind, man?
Nah,
Because you
man,
are
I
a
just-
special guest.
Nah, man, I
Yeah.
just, all of the love and all of the uplift that's coming from everyone, you know what I'm saying, towards the town, man, it's just greatly appreciated, man. We gonna make it through this, and we gonna rebuild Dina. We gonna rebuild it better. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And,
Yes,
like,
most definitely.
you know what I'm saying? People don't sell out. Don't sell out, man. Play the long game. Play the long game and just rebuild, you know what I'm saying? Because you play the long game, you're going to triple your value, quadruple your
Exactly.
value down the line. Because I'm telling you, property values is going to go back up once the shit. It might take a decade and a little bit more, but you know what I'm saying? we'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That's facts.
How y'all feel about this? Like, if you a black family, this gonna sound like some old racist shit, but you know, black people can't be racist though. Y'all know that, right? So, how do you feel about, like, say if people like, fuck it, I'm gonna take the money. Like, do you think they should sell to anybody or only sell to black people?
No, only sell back black. So
I feel the same way.
there was a Muslim house on my street. If you are from Altadena, you would know this house. It was on Devarian.
Yeah, no, that was fuck. We called him a little dub sack. Weisinger, Murad. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that was his family. His
Yes.
dad is a
So
preacher
his
and
dad, when his dad died, he said you cannot sell it to anybody but a black person. So I just want everybody to be. I mean, and even if it's, I really feel like sell it back to the person whose home that was before you bought it.
Right, right. If
they moved in, if you guys
Definitely.
are transplants,
Yeah.
because those are the first ones who are really going to leave. The ones who just recently bought property.
Right.
Yeah,
They're going to be most definitely the first to leave.
Exactly.
Then the older ones, like the ones who inherited,
There's a lot of people a lot of elderly that don't have time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the older
That's the
ones
sad part about it.
who've had those houses, their great grandparents had the house, their grandparents had their house, their parents, and then they finally have it. So like those people most definitely are gonna try to sell, but the ones who like. It's a lot of people who rebuilt already. They already did a lot of remodeling.
Yeah,
Right.
right across the street. You know,
lot
give a
of
shout out to
remodeling.
Priceless. You know, we
Thank
had her
you.
on the show a couple of times. You know what I mean? She
Yeah.
lost her home too, and I'm gonna actually put her GoFundMe into the description of the show, also along with Swaggy D. So you'll have 2 GoFundMes, and you know, if you can, try to fund both of them. You know
Thank
what I mean?
you. Thank you. And
Yeah,
I
shout
want-
out to Priceless. We love you.
So the thing
Yeah.
about that is they have to not only pay off all those loans, but they still have to make these payments.
Right.
And that can get like a lot and overwhelming because you're dealing with having to rebuild. You still have to pay on this property that you're no longer living in, that's
Right.
destroyed. Not only that, you have to live and find a place to
Maintain,
stay,
Uh-huh.
which insurance will pay for it, but
They want the receipt. They gonna pay
Exactly.
after the fact. You know, that's a bad thing about
Yeah.
insurance. They like, oh, just show us the receipts, nigga. I don't have $100,000 to live for the next 2 years, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm
or
saying?
more, 2 years or
Yeah.
more,
You know?
because a lot of these insurance are going to go bankrupt.
Yeah.
They don't have the money to fund all
Not
of these
everybody, yeah.
fires, all of these structures that have been.
Maybe you got the answer to this question,
Yeah.
right? We talk about insurance and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the one that insures the insurance? Because the insurance is not the bank.
No, it's not.
You know
the
what I'm
bank.
saying? They're putting their money into something else. So who insures them? Because you know, if I'm paying, like, say I got a '99 Camry, right, and I'm paying $150 a month for full coverage insurance and all of that. I know the insurance is, you know, they gonna fix it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where do they get the money from? Do they just
It's
have
a-
that
You
in
and
the
everybody,
reserve?
you
No,
and
but
everybody
it's a
who's
bank.
paying for it. Yeah,
It's
it is
a
a bank. But
No,
the thing
it's a
is,
processor.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all said that, right?
Yeah.
Now, I got the '99 Camry, right? Now it's fucking 10,000 Camrys that all fuck up at the same day. Now,
This is
how's
exactly-
they gonna insure everybody because
Exactly.
they still got to pay people. They got
Exactly.
to pay the people that work there.
Yes.
They got to do all this.
Yes.
No one expects for everything to go bad at one time.
No.
So when it does go bad, who in the fuck is insuring them with
Nobody.
a bigger bankroll than
They're
them?
not. So this is what I wanted to talk about. I'm happy you said that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what's going to happen. They're going to get bailed out like the banks.
Okay.
Because there's no way these insurance companies can pay out all of this insurance.
Okay.
There's no way. Even if we take all the money, because you know it's insurance and companies all over the world.
Yeah.
If they took all that money from everybody,
Mm-hmm.
they still wouldn't be able to insure it because it's all type of stuff that people fight. People are always filing insurance claims.
But this is the thing you have to
definitely.
understand first off, and especially when it comes to insurance. Number one, it's a win-win
For them,
because
right?
you can pay insurance on something for 1,000 years and maybe only use it once.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to understand that the when it comes to the ins and outs, there's always more money coming in.
No, not for
than
this.
going out. No, just listen to me. You have to understand.
You can
because-
say whatever you want.
No, but what I'm
I
saying
think
is
what he's saying is like if you paying all of this money on something, and you say you pay 1,000 years, your family pay 1,000 years of insurance on this, and you only had to use the claim one time, and you're one person for this one situation. Like they should have money. I don't think they will because they still got to pay CEOs and all of these type of people. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. I think that's where you're coming from.
But I'm just saying that's the thing with the insurance game. It's not something that's utilized often.
right.
You know, regardless if you're in a high area where there's a lot of car accidents. Like I said, there's not claims being processed like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the way that they make their money.
I think you have to look at it
Yeah, I'm
kind of
just
like
saying.
from his perspective. Like,
Yeah.
just think about it. This is the first tragic
You're
event
right.
that we have had at our. I'm 40. I'll be 45 in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't never happened where fires been blown into the city. So just think for the people that have been paying fire insurance for the thousands, the tens of thousands of people in the residents of Altadena that have been paying fire insurance for years and years and years without a claim because it's never been a fire. They should have some reserves, but it's going to be some instances where because there's big players and there's small players.
Exactly.
So you have the big players like State Farm, Allstate. They may be able to survive, but you are going to have
The
some
small
smaller
mom and pop.
Right.
smaller firms that may not be able to
survive
make it through
it.
that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And in
None
those
of them
cases,
are gonna be
they
able
may
to
get
make
bailed
it.
out.
And
All of them are going to need to be bailed out.
the reason why I think she's saying that is because like both of y'all are saying, like you said, it never happened in your 45 years, right? But it's all happening at one time. It's not just one block. It's not two blocks. And Altadena is probably about 50, 60 blocks because a lot of those streets are only like St. James or, you know what I'm saying, from Lake to Santa Rosa, and then it hopped over to the next part of Pine. I said Pine, right?
Yeah.
It hops over to the next part of Pine. It's like, what if all of the people on that one
Let's just
street?
put it in perspective.
Yeah.
How much you think all the properties in Altadena that were burned up are worth?
Right now,
$1 billion?
all together,
Do you think it's 500 million? A billion?
No,
A
I'm
billion?
gonna go up to almost 5 to 10 billion.
I wouldn't go 5-10 billion. I would probably go about $1 billion. Billion, 2 billion.
More
2
than
billion?
that. Those
Do the
were
math.
$1 million
Do the math.
houses.
Let me see.
Do the math.
They
Do
were
the math.
almost all $1 million
I'm
houses.
saying, we just do some math.
Yeah, do
100
the math. Each house up there, most houses up there are
worth $1 million.
3 and 2s.
Right.
3 and 2s.
So we have 1,000 structures. So 1,000.
Just say 1,000 structures times $1 million right now.
It's $1 billion.
That's $1 billion, right? Now,
Those are just houses.
those are just houses.
We
Now
haven't
you go
touched
down to the businesses that's on Lake. You
Yes.
got the businesses that's on Lincoln. You got did the fucking school burn?
The school,
All the
two
schools.
schools,
Right.
So
two schools.
you probably
Churches.
could add another billion to that.
Churches.
You know what I'm saying? So I really think it's going
But
to
you
be
don't
5
think
to 10
insurance
billion.
companies got that?
But hell, wait,
Billions?
wait.
Insurance companies got
No,
billions.
hell no. But wait,
niggas is like
we're
they
not
not
just
in
talking
healthcare.
about
Them niggas is
Altadena. We're not just talking about Altadena.
No, I understand.
We have the Pacific Palisades. You have Hollywood.
Right.
You have the Valley.
And
You have
same
Eaton Canyon,
insurers.
and they all of them are
It's
doing
the-
it right now.
It's the same
But
insurance.
They don't have that
You know?
money.
They have listen.
Y'all, if
There's
y'all really
been-
believe
listen,
that,
there's been numerous
watch.
natural
Watch.
disasters. There's been numerous natural disasters.
Not
That-
like this.
Listen,
You could say
listen to-
Hurricane Katrina, but
Yeah.
everybody
But-
had to
but-
leave.
But listen, it's not
And
about
not all-
that. But
and
the
the insurance
structures,
company-
but the structures still got demolished. So what I'm telling you is that even over just the time of history, there's been so many natural disasters, right? That insurance companies have
Have to
survived.
get bailed out in the next.
No, I'm just
episode-
saying. You know what I
another
mean?
episode. I'm
Like
just saying.
that's just what it is. Like think about all the hurricanes that have hit Florida.
Yeah.
Think about all the hurricanes that have hit the Gulf
But
Coast.
they were
of
ready.
Texas.
They ready for it though.
But what I'm saying is,
what you failing to realize
Yeah.
is they're ready for it though.
They are.
They're ready for it.
They are.
It's something that, like, say, if I know a hurricane gonna hit this shit every fucking year, I'm ready for it. My insurance probably charging me fucking double because they trying to get that extra
Exactly,
money.
but what I'm
They not
saying
charging
is-
them that because nothing ever happened.
I know that, but what I'm telling you is that regardless, over the history, they have survived natural
I'm just trying to
disasters,
tell you,
bruh, that
Allstate
have been
alone
worse
in
than this.
2023 made $57 billion.
I just want to say,
2023 alone.
I just want to say when it all happens,
$57 billion.
When I just want to say when what I said happens,
That's how much they made. That's
I
how
just
much they
want to
made.
say when
You can-
everything happens, like I said it did, I want you to come back, Marlon. I'm inviting you back to apologize to me.
Oh no, I'm not.
That's
I'm not,
all.
No, I'm not.
I'm just saying. I'm inviting you back to apologize to me when it happens the way I said it's gonna
No,
happen.
I guarantee you, there's gonna be some bailouts. But
Yeah,
I'm just
there's gonna
saying.
be
But
some
for the most
bailouts.
part,
They can't afford it.
the
They
big
can't
players,
afford
I
it.
think they will.
They can't afford it.
Yeah, the big players probably. But I just feel like this. State Farm a few months ago, they cut a lot of people's shit off because they said, you know what? We gonna cut off this fire shit from y'all.
Exactly.
You know
They
what I'm
can't
saying?
afford it.
Because, you know, we gonna price gouge y'all. Y'all gonna have to pay us because that right there kind of tells me that something may happen. Did you see the Seth Rogen shit that he said a fire department dude told him, like, man, one day the winds is gonna hit at the right area at the right time and the fire is gonna strike and it's gonna tear down a whole fucking city. You know what I'm saying? You can look up Seth Rogen premonition on Instagram, anything you want to, and that shit is gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying? But like, as far as they made 57 billion, right? That's for the whole country. That's for the whole country. So that's only saying like 1.05 billion per state. You get what I'm saying? If you average it out to the 50 states, right? So now you got to think about how much is the CEO getting paid? How much is the nigga under him getting paid? How much are the people on the phone getting paid? How much are they paying for communications, for business, for all of this other shit? How much are they paying the State Farm that's on the corner for holding their name? How much are they giving them for the policies that they are creating? Like, you got to think about all of these greedy motherfuckers. Why you think old boy shot the nigga from United Healthcare?
Oh yeah.
Cold. Because these niggas is greedy and they taking all this money. You can put it into the shit we always talk about, sports, right? We be like, oh, this nigga should be getting paid this much, that much. But the running backs is, oh, nigga, 13 mil, that's it, nigga. Right. But Jerry Jones sitting fat. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones is sitting fat because he like, nigga, I ain't got to pay y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all the money. So that's how I feel, just me personally, that's how I feel that insurance companies, fucking any company you could want to name, pharmaceutical companies, everybody is getting fat off of other people's demise. And then when it's time to pay them, they be like, if it's one or two people, yeah, we'll pay y'all, get y'all out the way. But when if it's 1,000, 2,000 families, homes that you got to pay, now you like, fuck. I'm gonna give these niggas a third of it.
They did put that memorandum out where they're gonna extend all of where they were saying they was canceling the fire insurance policy. They're going to extend that shit for a year out to like January 2026.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But it depends on when they try to.
Gavin put that in.
The retrograde. Is it retro? The retro. It doesn't go back too
She
far.
said retrograde.
I just said retrograde. I didn't mean that.
We in Mercury retrograde, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't go back too far. Because a lot of people, they got their fire insurance. Some got it like maybe in the past 3 to 4 months, but some have gotten canceled way
if you got it, you
years.
got it.
No, but Gavin
it.
Newsom, what he's talking about is Gavin Newsom put in this order to where all the insurance companies have to extend the fire insurance for a year.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
but those are for the people who have it, or it was
all the people that had
canceled.
Because you know that they were going to cancel it.
Yes,
and then I was just watching it on the news. They made the announcement that they're going to. They just put it in this.
It's a mandate.
Law. It's a
Retroactive.
mandate
yeah, that's what it was. Retroactive, but it does. The date does.
I don't know, man.
The date doesn't go back too far.
There's gonna be a lot of funny shit regardless.
Because it's a lot of people who's
Right.
what I'm saying is a lot of people's were canceled
Hey, it was.
way before
Yeah.
what he's saying that okay if it was canceled.
Yeah,
so
there was
it's a lot
individuals
of
who was definitely getting their fire insurance revoked.
Yeah.
And just not even having a choice, and the insurance companies were saying because they were in a fire zone.
yeah.
So
yeah.
that did occur.
Yeah. I know we kept y'all a little, and it's not as long as some of our other shows, but, we did want to hop on here and let y'all know the ins and outs and the things that's going on in Pasadena. We do, I know I said it earlier, but we do got the National Guard out here because we got a lot of people looting, you know what I mean? People is, like he was saying earlier, preying on people's demise, like, oh, I know somebody got a safe up here that they kept all their valuables in, you know what I mean? Swaggy even caught a nigga with a safe running down the street, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
And the safe was still hot, you know what I mean? So, it's just people that's out here looking for a come up in somebody else's demise. I think Marlon said it. You're going to get people, you're going to get fake contractors trying to, get that upfront money and disappear. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's going to want to come buy your shit, you know what I'm saying, and lowball you, you know what I mean? Do not sell. You know what I mean? We hoping y'all don't sell, but you do at the end of the day got to do what's best for your family. You know what I'm saying? But if you wanna BBC, you know what I'm saying, building better black communities.
Right, exactly. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy on YouTube with that one. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to build a better black community. You know what I'm saying? And Altadena was, one of the ones that, when I do a lot of food delivery. When I go up there and there's a big ass house, motherfucker come to the door. It's a nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about no, hey, thank you, sir.
Right.
Hey, what's good with you, man? Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I left a fat tip for you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, it's real people, not just, uppity people that you wouldn't fuck with. These are real people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, we wish the best for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
if
sir.
nobody has anything else to say, we're going to do some last words. Okay, go ahead.
Was your app disabled during?
Yeah, the app was disabled for the city of Pasadena all last week. So, I was just fucking with Swag, you know what I'm saying, doing what I could do to help out around here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I tried to work for the first couple of days, and after that, it was just like, whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to save some money, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to save some money for times like this, and you could still, you know what I'm saying, buy you some candy from the store, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And pay your bills, shit. Because I forgot about paying rent. I just went and got the money order today. And what's today, like the 14th?
Yeah.
Shit, man, I forgot all about that. You know what I'm saying? We can't be like Marlon, you know what I'm saying, paying mortgage.
Yeah, we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet.
I pay mortgage, rent, leases.
You know what I'm saying? We creeping on the come up, you know what I'm saying?
We'll be there soon.
We gonna definitely, Marlon, he shocked us, you know what I'm saying, today, you know what I'm saying, D.A. Brando, you know what I'm saying, he shocked us today by showing up. Flossie B was like, oh, we got a surprise, but
I appreciate y'all having me.
Oh, man, for sure, but we definitely got to get you on the show talking about business, you know what I'm saying, because, man, I've been knowing you for a while, and you like one of the better businessmen that I know. You know what I'm saying? Even though you look like you should be on a magazine. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best businessman.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, we're gonna have to get you back on a real show. Not man, I'm sorry, y'all. On a regular show that, we're talking about finances and, how to invest money and, things that you can do, you know what I'm saying, and not looking for a quick come up. Because, you play the long game.
Oh yeah, you got
what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming. You know what I'm saying? You came through with the slapper. You know what I'm saying?
I still got them too.
You came through with the slapper because he also make tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shit. Swaggy, you got any last words? We're going to start with you. No. We're going to end with you. We're going to end with you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start with you, Marlon. Well, you probably don't know how it go. We're going to start with you, Flossie. You got any last words?
Man, my thoughts and prayers go out to all of those who've been, stricken by this travesty, man. Anybody that's been affected by the wildfires, regardless of your location, my prayers definitely go out to you and your families, and to all the people in Dina. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to disrespect nobody. There's so many people that I know, so many loved ones, so many friends that have been affected by this. Just hold your head, and definitely lean on those, your day ones, your inner circle, when needed. And just know, as a whole, as a community, as a unit, we all in this together. You know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, I really feel like this has stricken a chord, and as far as enlightening and bringing a self-consciousness to other individuals that normally wouldn't have that mind state. So let's just stay positive, focus on rebuilding and continue to love each other throughout these trying times. And always stay focused on your mission and not your condition, man. And special shout out to my boy Brando too, based on some of his business opportunities. He's been able to look out, by those affected, by the fire as well. So I want to give a special shout out and thank you to what you've done as far as, what you've given and your assistance, to those that have been stricken by the fire, Brando. So just thank you for that. Thank you for your help. Looked out for Swaggy. Definitely, where you're able to help, you definitely, done so. So, but outside of that, man, love each other, man, and let's make it through this together.
For sure. Nia, last words.
I just want to say, this is going to be.
I just want to satisfy you. You're not mine, and I can't deny you.
They hate women.
Shit, you brought the song up to me. You said, I just want to satisfy you. You know what I'm saying?
That is hilarious.
They can't help it. No, I'm just playing. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. It's gonna be a long time.
And next up, no.
But with that, like, it's so much resources right now. Even though you might not think you weren't affected by the fire, you were. Like, the air quality's terrible, the water is about to be bad. So just pick up some supplies. Don't be too proud. Don't feel like you're taking it from somebody else. There's so much stuff out there. Our water is going to be bad. Like, we're not even supposed to be brushing our teeth with it. So
Right.
Definitely.
pick up at least a case of water, if not at least a case of water a day. But especially us. Ooh. Sorry about that.
That's why they hate women, because y'all still got them 90s
ringtones. Don't be hating on R. Kelly, goddammit. Don't be hating on R. Kelly.
I'm in the club with my homies.
Robert Dollar.
But, like,
I was going to say something about the water, too. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, this water is totally going to be a Flint situation. So, just make sure you get some water. Make sure you get some water. And this should remind everybody to get our emergency kit together.
Oh, okay.
Emergency kits.
Get your emergency kits together. Those who still have homes, appraise your homes. Appraising your homes can help with certain situations like this, to help fire resist your house, to help people think it's just about property value, but they tell you everything. It's people who actually know about homes to tell you how to keep your home safe. So I feel like this should also be a lesson on making sure we protect our investment, get an appraisal. So.
Thank you.
Definitely. Marlon, you got any last words? Now you know what the last word's about. But, usually these niggas don't be preaching like that. But, you know what I'm saying, under the circumstances.
I'm just looking forward to the recovery effort and really getting boots on the ground, you know what I'm saying, trying to help back the community when we start, when the smoke clears and we get back to trying to rebuild our community. Wherever I can help, I'm going to be driving up here from Long Beach to... help where I can and get in where I fit in. So I'm just looking forward to that, man, because it's gonna be we gonna need a lot of town. We're gonna need a lot of town help.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
We're gonna need to help and uplift people as we transition to this next phase, because this is where we going now. The reality is about to sink in as people start to come back to their homes and realize what they everything is gone. So I'm looking forward to that, and what I'm saying, seeing where I could contribute and help out.
Amen.
Thank you, yes sir.
For sure, man. My last words is always the same, man. Be better than you was yesterday, man. And with that saying, it's like build better than you was yesterday, because I know a lot of people that they even wanted to remodel their homes. Now it's a chance for you to build it great, however you thought or however you could imagine it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid, because a lot of the houses up there were owned. Like she was saying, they own the lot. They got to pay property tax, stuff like that. But a lot of the property tax money is woven into whatever your family trusted in you. So maybe you got to pay $2,500-$3,500 a year. Right. So if you do got to get a second loan off of the insurance money to build it how you want to build it, don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be scared. And if anything that we can do here at New Wave Shop Talk, man, we're gonna be right there. You know what I mean? And those are my last words, man. Just be good to yourself, be good to your family, be good to your community. We're gonna get it off to Swaggy D to end it off for us.
Wait, can I say one thing?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
There's a community town hall meeting January 17th at 7:00. And it is at Pasadena City Church. The address is 2588 East Colorado Boulevard. For anybody who is interested or wants to have a say in anything that's going on, please show up. Just for our community. Even if you're from the town and you're not there anymore, come back and speak on what it is that we want, because this is our time. Before, we weren't going to these meetings, so they were doing what they wanted, but it's our time to now come to these meetings and tell them what we want. So
definitely. And a lot of people want sidewalks. You know what I'm saying? Your sidewalks on the street too.
No sidewalks.
No sidewalks.
I want it to stay the way it is. No. Old Altadena, we're keeping it the same way. No sidewalks.
No sidewalks. Hey, my bad.
No sidewalks.
Scratch that. No sidewalks. You know what I'm saying?
Sidewalks, player.
And
keep it like the city country.
Yes.
Like it was. You know what I'm saying?
In any meetings or anything, I will let everybody know. I'll keep you updated on city, whatever they have going on.
Amen. Appreciate you.
Take it away, Swag.
Swaggy D.
Yeah. First of all, I want to piggyback on what Neil was saying. People definitely need to have insurance on their homes. Renters, I didn't have I was renting, but I didn't have no renters insurance. We need to focus on stuff like that. Stuff like that is important in a situation like this. I should have had renters insurance. That would have covered me. The place where I lived at, they didn't have no home insurance. So you know what I mean. So we basically screw ourselves over by not having that protection. You know what I mean? Because these insurance companies, they do have the money. I feel like, I know you guys are saying that they don't have the money, but these insurance companies, they have the money. They make, come on, if you pay them a fee every year to have insurance, come on now, do the math. All the people that pay all these fees to them every year for having insurance, come on, they have billions of dollars to do.
Don't forget the banks
they have the money
the
to do
niggas
it.
didn't want to pay off my Tesla when they got wrecked, nigga.
Look.
So that's small
And
time.
how long did that take for you
That's
to
small
even,
time for me to even get
To even
4,000
get that.
out of the
But
deal,
that's how they
nigga.
keep their money.
That
No.
took, nigga,
They don't
But
have
that's
the
how
money.
they keep their money.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, that's a car. As far as a house, I would think that even if they give you some money, it's not going to be what the house was worth.
Oh, of course.
Because it's
Never.
not just the
You know what I'm
house.
saying?
They're insuring they're insuring the walls, the cabinets, the toilets, the stove, your refrigerator.
Well, that's a separate insurance, if you know. Appliance insurance is separate from the house insurance. Did you know that?
Well, when you have fire insurance, it covers that.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's what's supposed to be destroyed in the fire. That's why they have, your house insurance, fire insurance, and then they were talking about something about wind insurance too.
Yeah. Unless you got a Samsung. I seen a nigga that said only thing survived in my house was a Samsung washing machine and dryer.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's
you know what
crazy.
I'm saying? Yeah. I'm
That's
bad,
crazy.
Swaggy.
Sorry
Go ahead,
for cutting
brother.
you off.
No problem, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bunch of lawsuits going on because there's a lot of negligence going on. You know what I mean? That includes the insurance company, the utility people. Everybody's going to be sued. The city. There's going to be a lot of lawsuits going around. Yo, you mark my words on that one.
Definitely.
You know, but
We know the city and the county
other
got the
than that,
money.
but I don't want to prolong, keep it going. But
No,
I
man,
just
as long
want to
as
thank
you want.
I just want to thank everybody that looked out. You guys have been looking out for me. My boy Juice, Flossie, thank you, Juan, for coming through, looking out. Nia, I want to thank you guys for looking out. You know, a lot of people have been coming through and blessing me, giving me clothes and shoes, and, you know, money and certain things. You know, I just want to thank you guys for looking out. You know, that just shows that we still have some good people out here in the world. People have good hearts, and they want to, you know, they don't want to see the next man fall down. So
Definitely.
I appreciate all the love I've been getting out here, because, you know, a lot of people need it. A lot of people are homeless, and they lost everything. So I just want to see everybody keep the love going around. Keep Pasadena and Altadena going.
Yeah,
And-
even
and-
after this is over, you know, the love got to still flow. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean?
This is a big. I felt I wasn't born and raised in the city. I've been out here for about 25 years, and I fell in love with the city. And I love the city, and this is what I call home.
Definitely.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't see myself living nowhere else.
Sure.
This is my home now. So
The city loves you too.
I love you guys. So that's my
sir.
final words.
Okay, for sure, man. So, man, this is New Wave Shop Talk, man. We calling this episode 157, even though we know we lying. Tony Touch.
157.
Tony Touch, you want a last word real quick before we out of here?
You know, my favorite slang is slogan.
That nigga Slizzard.
He is
Why y'all not laughing at me? Y'all just slipped some words too.
You slipped the same word 6 times.
Yeah,
you did.
All right,
You did.
just fucking with you.
What I'm saying is, just be mindful. Pray for the other families that's going through needs, not just out here, everywhere, and just not try to put yourself in their shoes if you haven't experienced it, but just try to you know what I mean? You got
Empathize or whatever.
empathize, yeah. Empathize. Thank you, Juice. That's why you my nigga. Empathize of other people, and be mindful of other people. And this is definitely the time where we all need to be together and look out for each other. That's just my opinion. I'll run with that. Look out for who looks out for you. The ones that you thought that wasn't looking out for you, look out for them. Just be mindful, and then your blessings will come back 10 times more. And just pray for everybody, man. Pray for everybody. Swaggy. Pray over my sister. Pray for all my family. And just, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. We just gotta pray.
Definitely. And
That's
I'm
it.
gonna say some words for Tone that he didn't say. Y'all be accountable, and we out of here, man. New Wave Shop Talk. You know what I'm saying? We out.
You're now tuned in to the #1 podcast. I give you New Wave Shop Talk, Shop Talk, Shop Talk.